that the type of challenges that we all face in this world today, we all have to be able to work as a team. And so this is one of the objectives of this conference, is that we all put our collective strength together and be able to meet the economic challenges which we all know that the country faces. The economic situation we already know. I'll just highlight a few points on that. Unfortunately, our exports have been falling for the last few years and then only started to rise last year and are continuing to rise this year, not at the pace that I will be happy at, but it is, at least it is rising. The question now comes, what do we need to do? We have instituted in the Ministry of Commerce an export-led growth strategy. That strategy does not mean that we're not focusing on import substitution, but since this is an Envoys conference, I will concentrate my talk more on the export growth strategy. That is where all of you are fully involved. We've made a study of what is the current situation, and one of the things that it becomes quite apparent, and this is something that we want to get across to the envoys, and that is we cannot, if we are to dream of getting our export from the current 20 billion and move it up to 50, 100, 150 billion, then textiles alone will not take us there. It's not that the textile people are bad, it's just that the worldwide size of the textile industry is not big enough for us to take it. No country in the world has reached that level on textiles alone. So we're concentrating more on engineering, chemicals, IT, away from the traditional 5 exports that we've always been having. So this is an area that we have to focus on, and we've been having lots of meetings and are developing export strategies for each of our sectors. As the weeks and months unfold, each of these sectoral analysis will come forward. Right now, we are, in the next few weeks, we will be putting forward an industrial policy. I've always felt that it is important for us, all of us, to have an industrial policy written out which clearly defines the basic parameters. And it will also state the areas of focus for exports, areas of focus for import substitution. We're also developing a strategy of how to get the global reach. Right now we're talking a lot about, if we're talking particularly engineering, it's focused on Africa. So now we in the Ministry of Commerce are saying, okay, let us now move more of our resources to Africa and less importance to the European Union. In this endeavor of getting out into Africa, we have to also be talking about FTAs. Now I want to particularly mention FTAs because our experience has not been too good. We are next to further our objectives, we have to be very careful on how we do it, whether it is in Asian countries or even African countries. I'd like to mention some good things that have happened and some not so good. I think the way the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Commerce got together and got the GSP Plus done was a good, was a very, very good example of how we did it. And it was done before our time with this government, and I was told that Nagmana Hasmi, you did a very good job, and you were there, and I would like to very much appreciate your efforts. The other good example that I've had was my recent trip to Japan, and the way Dr. Asad planned the whole thing, and the way we went, and we worked like a team. When we went to whether it was businessmen, whether it was their foreign office, their Ministry of Commerce, their institutions, we presented a face of one team, and that's the main emphasis that I want. What we're also looking for, and for those of you who are in countries where we can get a lot of technology, we are seeking assistance in upgrading our technology. We are seeking upgradation of our research capabilities.
It would be used